Some say it's obvious we're not alone. Others contempt the very idea, and still others yet will hauntingly report their own experiences of alien probings following their casual nighttime stroll through the fields of small town. But with everything from increasingly bizarre reportings from increasingly credible sources to basic mathematical probabilities suggesting the likelihood of alien life, these days, skepticism is harder won. Here I present you 10 reasons why aliens probably exist. Number 1. Most scientists agree that alien life almost certainly exists in the universe somewhere. Our galaxy contains in the region of 300 billion stars, and we're now discovering planets traveling around these stars. The more we look and the more technology we put out there, the more of these exoplanets we find. To date, we have detected around 4,000, and that's just in our galaxy. If we look at the universe as a whole, then there are approximately 200 billion galaxies. Why would life just occur here? Number 2. We are able to measure the atmospheres of these exoplanets using a technique called spectroscopy. This is where starlight passes through the atmosphere of the exoplanet, allowing us to do a chemical analysis. If we detect the kind of substances we find in Earth's atmosphere, it wouldn't necessarily confirm that there's life out there, but it's a strong indication that it's possible. Number 3. When we're contemplating the existence of life beyond our planet, it's worth considering that we've discovered microbes inhabiting spaces on Earth where the idea of survival was previously inconceivable. These life forms are based on familiar DNA, so it's life as we know it, but they exist in the deep trenches of our oceans, far away from sunlight. In the past, we believed life could only exist on a planet a certain distance from its local star, so it has the right levels of radiation. Finding life on Earth thriving where we didn't think it possible has opened our eyes to the concept that there might be moons able to support life too. Number 4. Most scientists are positive about the chances of life existing in the universe. What we don't know is if there is intelligent life. For most of the history of life on Earth, it was very simple life. It was bacterial life for billions of years, in fact. And it was a series of chance events that led to the development of even multicellular life on our planet. For alien life to make contact, it needs to be physically and technologically advanced. Number 5. With 300 billion stars in the Milky Way, many with solar systems, and 10 billion years or more in which a civilization could have arisen in this galaxy, it is difficult to believe that no life form ever reached the point where it could travel across interstellar distances. As the great Italian physicist Enrico Fermi said, "It's hard to explain why aliens haven't made it to Earth, but there are ways of explaining why this hasn't happened. Our biggest problem is we only have one example of life, and that's life on this planet. We have to think outside the box. For example, if you live by a star which is quite active, you might live below the ground. It doesn't mean that intelligent life isn't out there, but you might not have the means of transmitting because you live below the surface." Number 6. As soon as big telescopes like the one at Jodrell Bank Observatory were built, scientists realized that if there was a civilization out there with a similar bit of technology, we might be able to pick up signals sent from one to the other. We've now used radio telescopes to listen out for signals from extraterrestrial civilizations since about 1960. However, there are so many different ways in which a life form might send signals that we could spend our lives looking for them and get nowhere. It's possible that we just haven't hit upon the right method. Number 7. As well as method of communication, distance poses a huge obstacle. For a new project called Breakthrough Listen, scientists are searching 1 million of the nearest stars, but they're also looking at stars that are in the middle of our Milky Way, 25,000 light years away. A message sent from one of these stars would need to travel in the region of 25,000 years before it even reached us. If alien life is out there, it could take thousands of years before we hear a beep from it. Number 8. An alien civilization also needs to exist at the same time as humans. It's possible that extraterrestrials have made contact with Earth, even visited, but it was way back in the Jurassic era when dinosaurs roamed the Earth, and so we simply don't know about it. If our civilizations don't overlap, then we will never meet the aliens. Perhaps they came a long time ago, or they'll come in the future, long after human life has expired. Number 9. It's currently beyond our capabilities to send a large spacecraft between the stars. As things stand, we are able to send radio waves at the speed of light, but that's just a radio wave, traveling through the vacuum of space. If we want to send physical mass out there into the ether in the form of probes or people, then it gets a lot more challenging. Number 10. Even if life forms with technology far more advanced than our own exist, they have to want to make contact. Any aliens out there may feel apathetic about us Earthlings, and they may not be overly keen on the idea of traveling between the stars for thousands of years in order to get up close and personal. This could also explain why we've never had extraterrestrial visitations. They're simply happy where they are. If you liked the video, please give it a like, share, subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell. Please follow me also on Facebook and Instagram. That would help me a lot. Thank you very much and see you next time.